He asked her, "Meet me at our spot." Yes, he wanted her to meet him at the spot where he often got her hot, and maybe this one last time, he can convince her to stay. Maybe he can sway her decision from leaving for whatever reason that she felt that she needed to break. She had charted a new course. She no longer wanted this romance, intensity, or insanity. She finally listened to her family when they said, "Baby, he's crazy." She was ready to make that step, that jump, that leap of faith that said, "There's something out there better. But I need to meet with him one more time. Mama, I promise I won't give him a second chance." So here she was standing, face to face, with all that she had known of her tender 16 years, staring at her first love, first kiss, the first man that she opened herself to. She told him, "I can't go back. I can only move forward. But I felt that I owed you this meeting." He begged, he pleaded, he got down on his knees with more pleas. He said, "There's no life without you. I can't live without you." But she held strong and knew she had more places in her future, and so she walked. But she was stopped before she reached the door. He was looking desperate, feeling betrayed, pumping with adolescent adrenaline and psychotic thoughts of another man entering the world that he discovered first. He then accused her, "I know you're leaving me for somebody else." She said that she wasn't. He then begged, "Then let me have you one more time." She declined, and he took away what she wouldn't freely give, making sure there wasn't 1 inch of her young body left unscarred. "Leave me now, bitch." Through bloody tears and reeking from the stench of urine, she looked him in the eyes and said, "I'm leaving you." He then sent her on a horrifying flight of a 4-story warehouse window, making sure there would be enough left for another man. Then as he exited the building, no longer remembered the 2 years in her arms, not feeling any remorse for his actions, he saw her lying on the cracked concrete, grasping for breaths, still barely holding on to life. Beholding, there she was, his first love, his first kiss, the first woman that he opened himself to. He felt the sting of emotion that made him want her, but then satanic thoughts invaded his warped mind. And he covered her with a tarp, lit a match, and set it ablaze. Now, 23 years later, he sits before the New York State Parole Board, asking, begging, pleading for leniency, explaining that despite her family pleas, the judge thought fit to take into account his 16 years when he was sentenced to 5 years to life years. Now he counted 23 years of picking up weight while throwing weighted men off of him. 23 years to relive those moments that he couldn't take back, wouldn't take back, but going through the motions of saying that he would if he could. He would remove that moment the way he would remove all the times that he set out to violate another inmate. He was convinced that fate was to blame for that long ago date. If she hadn't played her game of proclaiming her freedom, then he wouldn't have had to play his by denying it. He felt that he freed them and enslaved them at the same time. Passion was the culprit for his crime. He believes the parole board should let him make amends and maybe even pay restitution for the crime that he committed. He believes the parole board should forgive what he did. They should lessen his bid, but they stated his worst fears, despite his crocodile tears. Yeah, we'll keep playing this game with you. Just keep coming back, begging for your freedom every 2 years. Just a quick question.